Hello everyone, I have another review. This review is a little different in that instead of one Bible in one volume, this is actually the Bible in 6 volumes. I received this review copy from Crossway, so thank you to them. This is their 6-volume Readers Set. This is the cloth-bound one. What is interesting about this particular set is that, as you can see here, they have broken the Bible into 6 different sections with Pentateuch, historical books, the poetry, Psalms, Proverbs, Job, etc., prophets, Gospels and Acts, and then the epistles and Revelation. They did this with the intent to read the Bible as a book rather than one might read a dictionary or something like that, maybe encyclopedia for information. They wanted this to be a very pleasant reading experience. With the 6-volume set is this insert, and I'm just going to show you a little bit about what's going on with this set. So there's their vision statement for why they developed this set. Here is probably some good information to help you if you wanted to get this. You got your 12-point font, who put it together. That's really nice there. And what really jumped out to me was this weight, 80 GSM. That is some super thick paper. Really good for taking notes, really good for journaling, things like that. And this is also printed by Lego, who are very well known for their Bible printing. I'll go ahead and pull out the poetry one, just kind of give you an idea on what it looks like. So this is, let me get the book of Psalms here. This is the book of Psalms. And you can just get an idea, as you see there, no verses, no references or anything like that, strictly for reading. You have your chapter and then it just goes. There is another one out there, I'll call it an updated one for lack of a better term right now, that does have the verses in there. I don't have that cloth bound set, so I don't know. I'm kind of partial to this one just because I think it creates a better reading experience. But for those who maybe want to do a little journaling and as they're reading want to go, oh, that's really great, and want a verse reference, that might be a better option for them. I don't know. I guess that's more of a personal preference there. Also, one thing I really appreciate about this particular set is that this is not just some cheap hardbound book. This is actually pretty solid, the cloth-bound one, and I believe it will last a long time. Couple things that do bother me a little bit, I'll go ahead and pull out the Gospels here, is these smaller volumes, one bookmark, I'm good with that. That's fine. The bigger guys though, one bookmark. I think it'd be nice to have maybe some of these bigger volumes like the historical books, like the prophets, to have 2, maybe even 3. Because they're larger, I think it would be nice to be able to do that. I know this is more of a reading experience, not really more for a study per se, but just a personal preference there. With something larger like that, it'd be nice to have more than one bookmark. Another thing that I was kind of hoping, the box that it comes in is just a really hard cardboard box, and you can kind of see here a little bit. It's nothing bad, but they do take some dings. And I was really hoping, and I think that I know there's a set out there, Biblioteca did one, ESV, that actually has a walnut case. To my knowledge, I have not seen anything from Crossway, so that's a little bit of a bummer. I think if you had a better cover protector, better box to put these in, it would look a little nicer. I'm not saying I got to go out and buy some expensive wood or something, but maybe a nice finish oak with a lacquer, or maybe a decent maple or something. Again, not super duper exotic, rosewood or locust wood or something, but just something that has a little bit more protection to it, because I'll show you this. Even when I was getting it out of the box, that ding right there translated to that right there. So that is just something. Again, they may have some nicer little box things there to keep those in coming in the future. I don't know. But that's just something I thought, man, it'd be nice, because now I'm afraid of taking that anywhere, because if I ship it or we move or something and it gets dinged again, is this just going to split and then get into the book? So that's just something. But other than that, a decent set for reading, especially if you want to read the Bible as a story rather than, like I said, a dictionary or an encyclopedia for information. This is a really good set to go at. They do have nicer sets, cowhide and goatskin. I believe the goatskin one is a second edition with the verses, and the cowhide is this one. They can get quite pricey. The retail one on the cowhide was $500 last time I checked, so keep that in mind. So this may be a good option if you're just looking for something to use, but don't really want to drop a lot of money on a nice set that you're afraid of destroying. Hope that helps, and I'll have another review at another time.